What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm checking out the FIFINE AM8 microphone to see if this microphone is actually one of the best budget microphones out there. As you guys probably already know, if you're a gamer, streamer, or a content creator, having the right mic can make all the difference. So let's go ahead and unbox this and see what this mic has to offer. Real quick, I just want to let you guys know that this product was sent to me by FIFINE to do a review. I just want to assure you guys that in this video, the review is completely honest. It's strictly based off of my impressions and experience with this product. So let's go ahead and unbox this mic. The FIFINE AM8 mic comes in a sleek, minimalistic box. So inside you'll find a sturdy desk stand, a USB cable, and a user manual, and the mic itself. I opted for the white model, but it is also available in black and pink. Moving on to the design and the build quality, the mic feels solid and well made, which is always a good sign. The AM8 body is made of plastic with smooth matte white finish. It's like a hard plastic. It doesn't feel cheap at all. The overall build quality feels really good. So the only metal components you're gonna find on this microphone is the stand itself right here. Not the base plate. The base plate kind of feels like a hard plastic. And also, if I take this part off, you'll see the metal grill protecting the microphone. So those are the only two parts that I see metal. Other than that, everything else is plastic. Even though it is plastic, it feels really like the build quality feels really good and it looks really sleek. And I'm pretty sure when I'm mounting this up on my desk setup, it's gonna look amazing. So this microphone features a cardioid pickup pattern, which basically means that the mic has the highest sensitivity to sound coming from the front right here. Practically no sensitivity to sound coming from the back side of the mic, which makes it ideal for streaming or gaming with this microphone. So the AM8 comes with a built-in touch sensitive button, and on the top you can see like this button right here. When you tap it, it mutes the microphone, and then in the front you got another touch sensitive button to change the RGB light. Now the RGB light is actually quite unique. It kind of gives it that gamer vibe if you're looking for that. But if you're not, if you want to keep it a bit more formal, you can go ahead and turn that off. Also in the front, you got a mic gain adjustment and then also headphone adjustment. And the reason for that is because you can actually plug in a 3.5mm jack and have a live microphone monitoring. And then right next to it, you got the USB-C connection, which you would need to power up the RGB. And then if you're gonna use it via USB to connect to your PC, and that's what you would use that for. And right on the bottom, you'll notice that it is capable of connecting via XLR. So let's go ahead and hook this up to my PC. At first, I'm gonna do like the straightforward USB connection and we can do a sound test. And after that, I'll connect it via XLR and we can compare the sound and see which one sounds better. Real quick, I do want to mention that even though that this includes this bass mount, I think FIFINE themselves recommend that you put this on a boom arm. The reason for that is because the cardioid pattern, you want to really be talking directly to the front of the microphone. So if you're a tall person and you're sitting upright, it's gonna be kind of far away from your mouth, so your voice quality might go down a little bit. So because of that, when I plug it up to my computer, I am gonna be using my boom arm. All right, so let's go do that. Okay, so the sound you're hearing right now is coming directly from the AM8. It is plugged into my PC via USB connection, and then I'm using Audacity to record this sound, and then I'm gonna go ahead and match it up with the video itself. But no post-processing for audio has been done on this test. As you can tell that I have my headphones also plugged behind the microphone for live audio monitoring. And honestly, the sound that's coming out of here right now sounds crystal clear using these headphones and almost no background noises. And in my room right now, I do have my PC running. There's like 6 fans on there. Other than that, it's a bit of a quiet room, but you shouldn't be able to hear any of that because it's right behind the microphone. So this is what the microphone sounds like. I'm about 6 inches away from the center of the mic, and this is what it sounds like if I come really close to the microphone. And then as I start to put some distance between me and the microphone, you can notice that the volume start to drop down a little bit. Like I mentioned before, the cardioid pattern picks up the sound from the front. So if you move your head to the side of the mic, you can probably notice that the volume seems to change a little bit. So with this mic, it's just best to use it like directly in front of it. Now, if I was to start speaking a little bit softly, this is what it would sound like. And I think it still sounds pretty good. I think for people that are on a budget trying to do podcasts, this is a pretty good mic, man. I've heard other people compare it to the Shure SMB mics that are like $300-400, and this mic comes in fraction of that price, and the audio quality is almost as good, if not just as good. All right, so let's go ahead and connect this guy to an XLR connection and compare the sound, all right? So now what you're hearing is coming from the same microphone, but it's connected to an XLR audio interface mixer, which is also made by FIFINE. And right away, I can tell there's a lot more clarity to the sound. Not that the USB one sounded bad, but the XLR just gives it that little you know, like it just, you guys can probably tell the difference. And this is one of the nice things about this microphone. Yes, you can use it via USB out the box and it sounds great. But in the future, if you want to start streaming or do podcasts and you want to do the XLR, it is capable of doing that. And all that is packaged into a budget-friendly microphone that won't break the bank. One thing to remember is that when you do go with the XLR connection, you do lose the capability of using the knobs and then the touch buttons that's built into it. However, you can still keep the USB-C plugged in to use the RGB lights, which is quite nice. Now, like I mentioned, this is connected to the FIFINE SC3 interface mixer, and I have the gain turned up all the way. And I'm talking to the mic about maybe like 6 inches away from the microphone. So let's do a quick test and compare this with the USB connection. This is a FIFINE AM8 voice test connected via XLR interface. This is a test of FIFINE AM8 microphone using the USB connection. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. There are microphones that are out there that cost over $100 that don't sound anywhere near as good as this microphone. So for about 2 years now, my main setup microphone has been this HyperX Quadcast S. I mean, this thing looks nice and it looks cool and all that, and it has a shock mount. But after hearing the sound coming out of this microphone, I am 100% going to be switching over to this guy. Now, I know I can't ask for a lot, especially considering the price point of this microphone, but a nice shock mount would have been nice to go along with this microphone, because the boom arm, when it's plugged into it, it does seems to pick up a little bit of handling noise and vibration. So hopefully in the future, maybe FIFINE will release a shock mount for this mount. If not, maybe there's a new iteration of this will get released with that built into it. So is the FIFINE AM8 worth your investment? I say definitely a yes. It's got amazing sound quality and it's really stylish. The build quality with the RGB light, and then features like the volume control knobs and the touch sensitive buttons, the built-in pop filter. It's absolutely a steal for the price that they're selling this at. It comes in 3 different colors, like I mentioned earlier, black, pink, and absolutely my favorite one is the white one. Especially if you got a white setup, go with the white one and you won't regret it. If you guys are interested in picking one of these up, I'll put the link down in the description, and let me know down in the comment below what you guys think about this microphone. Audio quality sound good to you guys? I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have any questions about this mic, also let me know down in the comment. Don't forget to subscribe for future tech videos just like this, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.